Arnett here for Card Player TV for another edition of All Inbox. I'm here with Christian Harder, and he's going to answer your questions. Christian, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Christy?
I'm doing well. Okay, so our first question is from Haroon Saeed. He said, how would you adjust your style on an ultra knit table?
I mean, that's a pretty good situation to be in for the most part. You can probably open a lot of pots and play really aggressive and just win a lot of pots without showdown. That's probably like the best situation a good aggressive player could be in, to be honest.
Okay, well first let's talk cash game. So if you're in a cash game and the table's really tight, are you just raising a lot pre-flop, hoping that you can just pick up pots, by continuation betting the flop? Is that what you're kind of going for?
Yeah, I mean, you want to get involved as many pots as possible because you can probably run over your opponents. So pre-flop and post-flop play very aggressive, and I mean, if they show resistance, then they probably have a good hand. So slow down. It's not too hard.
Okay, so is it, I mean, when you're playing so aggressively and then you finally flop top pair, even if they're showing some aggression back at you, should you be a little wary of playing a big pot when you have that top pair?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it obviously depends on the situation and the opponent and, all types of stuff. But for the most part, if they're playing really tight and they all of a sudden play back at you, they usually have it. I mean, even though some people don't like to believe that, they usually have you beat, So just play cautiously.
Does it differ in a cash game or a tournament?
I mean, I guess it's hard to say. It does, but in a tournament, you definitely don't want to risk your whole stack against these players who are probably you'll be able to run over later. So you want to pick a better spot. I mean, while it's in a cash game, if you have a plus EV or a spot that you think is going to win you money long term, then you should probably take it.
Okay, because you can just rebuy, right?
Yeah, you can rebuy. Not so in most tournaments, at least.
Absolutely. Okay, the second question is from Drew Fees. He says, I have trouble playing pocket jacks. I never know what to do pre-flop. I know I should raise regularly when I'm first to raise, but how do I know if I should re-raise or not pre-flop in a tournament? What's kind of going through your head when you look down at pocket jacks? There's a raise in front of you. Are you considering stack size as your position? What's kind of going through your head when you...
Yeah, I mean, the most important factors are stack sizes, position, and who you're playing against is the most important. I mean, if you're playing someone who's going to call your rears with anything they open with, or four-bet you with anything they open with, and that obviously matters. I mean, but a lot of it has to do with stack depth. If you only have 30 big blinds and they open in late position, you're also in late position, then you probably just want to re-raise, get it in. Whereas if it's 200 big blinds deep and they raise in early position, and they're a good player, then you probably just want to call. I mean, it's just you have to figure it out, by your opponent and stack sizes for the most part, and position obviously. If you're in a position, out of position, that affects some stuff.
Would you be more likely to re-raise an opponent in position or out of position? Because both kind of ways, you don't really want to play.
I mean, it really just I can't even. It's hard to even answer that. It depends on the stack size and the opponent. Like, if it's someone who's going to call your 3-bet with any two cards, then it doesn't really matter what position you're in. But
Now, against those players who are going to call with any two cards and they're less likely to 4-bet you, would you rather re-raise and get some more money in the pot with a hand like jacks?
For sure. If you don't think they're going to re-raise you without queens plus, or a huge hand at kings plus, then you obviously want to re-raise hands that you wouldn't normally 3-bet against a good solid player like jacks or tens, because you're going to build a pot. I mean, especially in your position. If you want to build a pot in position if you have a good hand and you think they're going to call you with weaker hands.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Christian.
Thank you, Christian.
Christian Arnett with Christian Harder for Card Player TV, and don't forget to send in your questions to allinbox@cardplayer.com.